What is going on, everyone? It's McKinley from RV Talk, and today is day 27 of 30 days of RV tours. Today we're checking out this large travel trailer that's great for full-time travel and large families. This is the Jayco Eagle 312 BHOK. Let's check it out. Alright, so this is the Jayco Eagle 312 BHOK. This RV is huge inside and has got a setup that is just perfect for large families. But before we check it out, let's take a look at the specs. So this RV has a hitch weight of 1,330 pounds, an unload vehicle weight of 9,795 pounds, a gross vehicle weight rating of 11,500 pounds, and the total length of this RV is 38 feet 8 inches, and you have a total height of 11 feet 3 inches. Let's go ahead and start up here on the front where you have your electric tongue jack, dual propane tanks, automotive front cap with a large window, and then heading over to the side, over here you have a pass-through storage. Now this right here is a really large space. It goes all the way to the other side, and this is where you have a 3-stage water filter, a light, as well as all of your water hookups and shut-off valves. And then this RV has framed windows, so it doesn't have frameless. And then you have your hot water tank, and then you have one of the gray tank dumps, and then a sewage hose holder, a spare tire, and then your stabilizing jacks up front. And then heading to the slide out, this right here is a cable slide. And then next to the slide out you have your furnace exhaust, and then you have your 50 amp power hookup. And this RV has 2 slide outs on the opposing campsite. This one right here is for the kitchen, and then the other slide out is for the bunk room. Now this right here is a really big bunk room. Wait till you see it. As you can see, the slide out comes out much farther than the kitchen slide does. But here on the back of the RV you have these really nice narrow sleek taillights, a window, as well as a ladder to get up on the roof and do maintenance. And then this RV comes prepped for the Furrion backup camera. And you also have a trailer hitch on this RV. Now this right here is not for towing. Do not tow with this hitch, but you can put bikes on this because it has a capacity of 300 pounds. And then let's check out the campsite. So over here on the campsite you have a huge outdoor kitchen. This space has a refrigerator, as well as a lot of countertop space where you could put a tabletop grill. And then you also have a TV backer. And then up above that you have a lot of cabinets. And you also have lights in this outdoor space. Then you have a 21-foot awning that covers most of the campsite, and you also have a slide out for the couch and the dinette. Heading over to the entry, you've got really large solid steps as well as outdoor speakers, a large grab handle, and this RV has a warranty for full-time RV living. Let's go ahead and check out the inside of this Jayco Eagle 312 BHOK. So starting with the entry door, this RV comes prepped with the Lippert Thin Shade, which is basically a pull-up shade to keep the light from pouring in through the window and the door. Alright, so when you first walk into this RV, you have a really large open concept space. You have your kitchen, and then you have your living room / dining room. Let's go ahead and start with the dinette. So this right here sits in a large slide out with tons of wraparound windows, and this dinette drops down into a bed, and for some reason it seems much wider than usual. But this is a really large dinette and it creates a really great sleeping spot. Then underneath of each booth seat you have this huge space. This right here is great for sliding say like a long bin or something underneath of clothes, and it's just they're really maximizing the amount of space. And then over here you've got theater seating. Now this right here can be replaced with trifold sofas. That right there would flip out into a really large, almost a queen size bed. It is an option. Some come with it, some don't. This one just happens to have theater seating. And then you have this area that can be used as like a coffee nook. You've got some upper cabinets, a butcher block style countertop, pull out drawers, and then some cabinets below those. And then this right here is the bunk room in the very back, so let's check it out. So this right here is a really large room. You've got a huge window, you've got a trifold sofa, and then above that is a bunk. Now this right here is pretty much the exact same thing that you can have in the living room instead of the theater seating, but you've got a large bunk up above, and then you've got a bunk across from that, and then below that you have this big dresser. You've got some pull-out drawers, some cabinets that open. Now this right here is a large bunk too. Now the reason they can't put a bunk beneath it is because of the outdoor kitchen. Let me know in the comments down below if you would rather have a second bunk or if you would rather have the outdoor kitchen. There's a lot more of this RV to see, so let's get to it. Back to the living room, you have this really large entertainment center. You've got a fireplace, a little cubby for like putting a sound bar, and then you've got a TV and then some really deep cabinets up above it. Then you have your kitchen island. You got some pull-out drawers, a cabinet here for your trash can, and then you've got a really large farmhouse sink, and this right here is a pretty fancy sink. You've got a cup washer, fancy faucet, and then you've got all kinds of other stuff. Across from the sink you have this cabinet on the side of the oven, and then you have a pull-out drawer that the front of this drawer actually matches the oven. And then take a look at the large oven, and then above that you have a 3-burner cooktop as well as a window and a residential size microwave. And then you have this narrow cabinet. Next to that is your 10 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. You got your fridge on the bottom and the freezer on the top. And then you have another coffee bar area. Now you've got a lot of cabinet space on this one. You've got some pull-out drawers and then some more upper cabinets. And then you have a control panel for your slide outs and lights. But there are 2 of these coffee nook type areas in here. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys would use this for. Do you think there should be 2 of these in there? I think it's maybe a waste of space. I wish they would have, the one in the kitchen, I wish they would have done like a full wall of cabinets. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Let's head up front where you have the bathroom. So you've got a towel rack on the back of the door as well as your toilet paper holder. And then you have a pull-out drawer beneath the vanity as well as this large cabinet. Then you have this butcher block style countertop. And then you've got your light switches. And then you have this medicine cabinet that has a mirror on the front and then cabinet space on the back. And then you have this large cabinet. Now, they are doing exactly what Brinkley's doing with the pass-through space to the bedroom. So we'll leave that open and check that out in a minute. And then you have this large shower. Now, I'm 6 foot, so I would say that I've got a decent amount of headroom. So I would say this is a pretty good shower. And then you have the foot flush toilet. Let's go ahead and head up front to the bedroom and check it out. So this front bedroom has a door to close off the space, windows on each side, as well as a queen size bed. And then you have this cabinet space on each side of the bed. And then you have a front window. And then you've got some little cabinets up above as well as cubbies built into the side. And then over here you have this large dresser. Now this right here passes through to the bathroom as I showed you earlier. Let me show you. It's a little bit dark in there because I closed the door. But it definitely passes through all the way. And so that's really nice to have in case you want to set something there that you don't want to put in the bathroom but you want access to. Alright, so that is going to do it for the tour of this Jayco Eagle 312BH. Okay, what do you guys think about this RV? Is it set up for full-time RV living? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this RV tour, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more RV tips, tours, product reviews, industry updates, and traveling adventures. Till next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the road.